firstly, just to congratulate you on the new album.
Thank you.
And of course, you've been working on it a while. Do you mind kind of just telling me really, sort of how long you've been working on it, what the experience is like, what you were aiming for in terms of sound?
Yeah.
We started actually pretty much after analog, which is 4 years ago. It's about 3 years ago we started. You start writing songs pretty much in the process of recording the now the new songs for the next album is kind of starting to appear. So the process is a little bit, it doesn't have the recording of it has a very clear kind of starter point, but more often than not, you do a set of demos and that forms the basis of kind of where you think you're going. Then they get reworked and changed, and then you pull songs apart and pair them with others. There's a kind of a process there that can take a long time, and we tend to take a while. But with the outset of this album, one of the things that we wanted to do was to give ourselves a set of rules, like a dogma, and follow it, because we've been making albums for a long time, and one thing that I was missing was some of the simplicity and the sort of clearly sculpted soundscapes of the early stuff. It sort of got lost a little bit in performing live over the years, and all kinds of instruments at hand when you record, and exploring all kinds of areas. And this was more a question of narrowing down your options and crystallizing it into a very kind of clear, for me, the definition of the key ingredients of a harp being, songwriting, a very sculpted sound, and Morten's vocals. And that meant kind of reaching back in and pulling out some of the old synths, and I mean, they're kind of like the height of fashion now, but that's by the way. For us, it was more a case of we're in a place in our career now where, looking back and seeing that, some of those things really affected the way we treated the material, and some of the ways that we were working got a little bit lost along the way, and I kind of wanted that to be a dogma this time. Let's forget all the options and try to just narrow it down and give it a really clear, sculpted expression.
When you pick a sound, for instance, for an instrument, it's not only to play. When you listen to an already made song, you hear a sound and it plays a particular part. But when you pick an instrument, it very often does a lot more than that. It dictates more or less the process in finding what you're looking for. So in choosing a way, which Magne is talking about, you limit yourself to in a way where it dictates the process of developing the song. So you end up with a very different result. And this is why this album relates to a lot of people, probably most people. It relates much more to the early days. We didn't plan on that. It's a result of choosing those instruments